Hello everyone, my name is Olivia and today I'm going to be talking about HIV tests. This is going to be a really casual conversation and it'll only take about 7 minutes. In those 7 minutes, if you need to use the restroom, grab some water, just take a little time to yourself outside, you can find all of that out the door next to me. Again, it's only going to be 7-ish minutes, so I'm just going to jump right in. Some of you may be thinking, I have nothing in common with this lady. I don't know her. Why should I listen to her? But that is not the truth. Everyone in the world and everyone in this room has an HIV status. Whether it's negative or positive, we all have an HIV status. But the only way to know that status is to get tested. So that's why we say get tested, know your status, protect yourselves and your loved ones from HIV, and then also get life-saving treatments if need be. So get tested, know your status, get access to life-saving treatments, and protect yourself and your loved ones from HIV. It's a little bit of a mouthful, but get tested and know your status is what I want to really get into everyone's head. So I've been tested, and I can say that HIV tests have a huge positive impact on not only ourselves, but also our community. I say ourselves because when someone chooses to take an HIV test, regardless of the status or the results of that test, it gives them control over their lives. If it's negative, then someone can take those steps of learning the preventative step or ways to prevent HIV transmission in order to protect themselves and then also their loved ones. If that test is positive, then someone takes the steps to getting access to those life-saving treatments that I was referring to earlier, and protecting, again, themselves and their loved ones. I think we should all take a minute to really actually give a thank you to the people who are getting tested. They are figuring out their status and they are getting access to life-saving treatments if that status is positive, because by getting tested, knowing their status, and getting access to those treatments, they're protecting their loved ones, which anyone who is HIV negative is part of that community that people who are getting treated for HIV are protecting. So, one impact is that it gives us control over our lives, regardless if that test is negative or positive. Another impact is breaking the stigma of what it means or what it looks like to get tested for HIV. By breaking that stigma, it gives our whole community and our generation a bigger step towards having an AIDS-free generation, which is an amazing hypothetical that we should all try to push towards. So, breaking that stigma, taking control over your life, and creating new possibilities. Again, I've been tested, and I want to admit that it was initially scary taking HIV test, right? So I understand where the fear comes in place. I thought that it would take a long time, that someone may see me getting tested or find out what my test results were, and that would hurt. I really don't like getting my blood drawn. So that was a big thing for me also. But I made the choice to get tested for HIV, and I'm so glad that I did. I learned that it only takes about 20 minutes, probably less than that. I did not have to get my blood drawn. They have options for a mouth swab. If you don't want to do a mouth swab, you can do a finger prick. So you have options. We have options if getting your blood drawn does not sound very nice. Does not sound very nice to me. So you can do blood draw, finger prick, mouth swab. Takes about 20 minutes or less, and it's free. There's websites and facilities that give people access to HIV tests for free. And then confidentiality is a huge thing. Just like any medical test, the results stay between the patient and the doctor and whoever that the patient decides to tell. So HIV tests are free, they're fast, and they're confidential. Free, fast, confidential. So with all that being said, the positives will always outweigh the negatives of HIV tests. So when we normalize and promote HIV tests and we get tested for HIV, that again opens up a lot of new possibilities. I kind of hinted at them earlier, but ending that negative stigma of what it looks like or what it means to be HIV or to take a test for HIV, taking control of your life regardless if that test is negative or positive, and then ending the stigma, but then taking that leap towards having an AIDS-free generation. So with all that being said, there's no cure for HIV anywhere in the world, but there are life-saving treatments, and the only way to get access to those life-saving treatments is to get tested, know your status, and protect yourselves and your loved ones from HIV, and then get access to the life-saving treatments if need be. Thank you for taking the time to be here today and listen to me, and I would now like to open up the floor to any questions.